All right, this video is going to go over how to do a transform of a periodic function. And so I have copied that theorem, that formula for us here at the top, and then I just want to show you guys an example of how to use that. So I have a square wave example, and we can see here that the period restarts every time t is equal to 2. Well, in this case, I'm going to let that be equal to big T. And then our function is a piecewise function, so it's equal to 1 from 0 less than t less than 1, I'm assuming, and then it's equal to 0 on our interval here. Now, outside of this, or I guess I should say e of t, since that's what this is, okay? Outside of this, it is true that t, or e of t plus 2 is then just going to trace back to e of t. Okay, so instead of having to write out for our function here, like multiple steps, for this step function, I'm going to use this instead. I'm going to be like, well, this is a periodic function where we have this here. All right, let's go ahead and plug this in. So the Laplace is going to be 1 over 1 minus e to the negative 2s, since big T is 2. And then I do need to split this into two separate integrals. So I'm going to have the integral from 0 to 1 of e to the negative st times 1. And then the integral from 1 to 2 of 0. And my original integral here would be from 0 to 2, but I can go ahead and split that up, and then this is just going to be 0. There's no area there. All right, so I'm going to have 1 over 1 minus e to the negative 2s. I'm integrating with respect to t, so I do get that this is negative 1 over s, e to the negative st from, let's call this little t equals 0 to little t equals 1. And so when I plug in 1, I get negative s e to the negative s. And when I plug in 0, I get negative 1 over s. And I'm going to go ahead and combine those. So I get negative e to the negative s plus 1 all over s. One thing I want us to see is that this could be rewritten as a difference of squares. And one of those factors cancels with my numerator. And so my final answer here is 1 plus e to the negative s times s.